These fair-haired, blue-eyed beauties should have given up bad habits like smoking or trying to compete with men, to marry true Aryans and give their husbands such good-looking, sturdy children. The famous 3 Ks, Kinder, Küche, Kirche, children, kitchen, church, along with devotion to the beloved Führer, that was the lot of women in Nazi Germany. By the way, there was another famous German triad for men: Kaiser, Krieg, Kanone, Emperor, War, Guns. Real Aryan modesty. "It's all Bolshevik stuff," said Joseph Goebbels, the chief ideologist of the Third Reich, when it came to women's aspirations for a profession or to prove themselves in a non-feminine field like politics. The love of the social life, cosmetics, and even spectacular hairstyles, which was considered a sign of bourgeois decay, was also assessed negatively. A modest dress, a healthy blush, a short haircut, or hair braided into braids, and of course, impeccable paternal and maternal ancestry were the hallmarks of a proper German girl, as well as excellent physical form and excellent health, which made it possible to give birth to perfectly healthy babies. It was not for nothing that gymnastics, swimming, and other physical activities beneficial to women were part of the education of young German girls who were members of the German Girls' Union. Only incorrigible flaws like Jewishness could exempt them from membership. Your career is in the bedroom and the nursery. Most of the young girls were not eager to avoid this responsibility, especially since they were relatively poorly pumped ideologically. Both Goebbels, Alfred Rosenberg, and Hitler himself considered trying to fill pretty girls' heads with philosophical wisdom to be one of the crimes against the race. Much more time was spent learning gymnastics and sports dances, camping trips with overnight stays in the open air and other innocent amusements. And young couples just married were entitled to a variety of benefits and rewards, from a one-time allowance for a girl who decided to leave her job after marriage to help from nannies and foster nurses. Moreover, with the outbreak of World War II, many of the benefits also applied to unmarried girls who decided to have a child with a racially correct Reich warrior. Is it any wonder that in the 30s, when the entire Western world was struggling with the aftermath of the Great Depression, Germany, which also banned contraception, was the only European country where the birth rate was rising? It soon became clear that the country needed to make up for the demographic losses associated with the battles in Europe, and especially on the Eastern Front, which had become a living hell for Hitler's men. It wasn't easy for working women in the intellectual professions. Immediately after the Nazis came to power, there were mass dismissals of women in public office, female lawyers, and even married female doctors. The Reich rulers believed that the health and future of the nation was too important to entrust to the weaker sex, but saleswomen, housekeepers, girls who worked in agriculture remained in their jobs. Moreover, young unmarried girls were encouraged to help hard-working bowers or mothers with many children for a token fee. No ground for ambition, no problem, was the ideology of the Third Reich, which believed that only work-obsessed careerists, not humble toilers, were worthy of censure. After the war, and especially in the 1970s, the family policy of the Third Reich was anathematized, which coincided with the rise of feminism and leftist ideas in the Western world. Particularly vigilant citizens cursed even attempts to talk about encouraging motherhood and large families, seeing in this an effort to return to Nazi ideology. So the only reminders of the Aryan ideal of femininity are the surviving works of official art and newsreel footage of athletic, vivacious young beauties who were captured by cannibalistic ideas. What do you think of the Nazi women's ideal?